Hello, welcome to Falcon Blues TV, you filthy animals. That's your line. Anyway, hope you're all alright. Fixtures come out today.
Yeah.
Amongst other things. But we'll touch on all those in a minute. We just want to do a quick one here and say a really big thank you to
Steve,
who said, Steve, the Everton fan, I suppose, who's kindly sent us a lovely letter.
A handwritten letter as well.
Letter. You can't go wrong with a handwritten letter.
Mike was buzzing with that one.
You can't beat a good old style handwritten letter, and
we will read it out actually. To be fair,
it's great, and thank you so much, Steve, as well. Much appreciated.
He's enclosed as a bevy, shall we say, bevy or two. Anyway, So cheers, Steve.
If anyone else wants to do this as well, we are grateful. We do take donations, large or small.
The letter reads, "All right, lads, I'm an Everton fan and watch your YouTube channel. It's fucking brilliant and really funny.
Told you."
So enclosed is a drink for you both. Thank you very much. The team is shite because we have got too many players who play well for a game and then they're awful the next game. Good players do it week in, week out. Fuck. I like that. It's proper. Is he Australian then, do you reckon?
I don't know whether my wife said fuck. Carolina, she was Irish, maybe. I don't know. Steve,
they say feck, yeah. Steve, send us your email or something in the comments. We'll get in touch over something. For me, the manager is a fucking clown. How can you put Keane in the team ahead of Mina? I think everyone will question that, yeah. It's like comparing Halle Berry to Susan Boyle. If Mina plays, we pick up more points, and it does not go to the last day, because that was fucking torture. Yeah, it was
again.
Havoc again. Lost where we was up to then. Plus, picking Mupé, who can't finish his fucking dinner. Fuck! It sounds Australian to me. Yeah, you fucking hell, mate. I like it. Let's see. Ellis Sims must be tearing his fucking hair out. He hasn't been given a proper chance. And after what he did at Chelsea. That's right, because since he got that goal, I think maybe he come on as a sub, and then every other game it was Neil's coming on ahead of him, which... Yeah. Is that something to do in training, maybe, do you think?
It's got to be something, hasn't it? There's got to be something in there. There's all... I mean, we talked about it earlier, he was brought back from loan and wasn't given a fair crack at it, which is unfair. When you look at Tom Cannon, who was firing in goals for Preston North End.
We were asked that this morning in the chat. Yeah. Sent in, someone put a compilation of his goals for Preston, and I was like, is he now in the pecking order above Sims? I think he is, but...
He's still got to prove himself, though, hasn't he? I mean,
of course, yeah. It's big pre-season for both of them.
Sims scored goals in Championship, so was Cannon. Yeah. So, it's whether Cannon gets that opportunity either in pre-season or opening day.
Both big pre-season for both of them, innit, really? And just to close off the letter, Mupé, fuck! Things need to change, or we may not be so lucky next time. We are the best supporters in the land. Good luck, San Steve. Up the fucking toffees. We're all Everton, aren't we? Colin Chong, indeed. Thanks very much, Steve.
I like that. Yeah, that's boss.
We'll keep that in this.
That was just such a nice surprise. Such a nice surprise. And just, you like us. People like us.
I'll be honest. Great. When our Steve gave us this, I started sweating me out. I went, this is like a cease and desist or something, or a death threat, or I think you said as a feces.
Burning feces.
Yeah. That was a nice surprise. Yeah, that was lovely. That.
Yeah, cheers, Steve. Appreciate that. Steve. And make sure you're following the channel as well. That we always appreciate it. So with that, moving swiftly on, fixtures come out today. Fulham at home, first game of the season. Not Brentford, not Villa, not fucking Luton. However many frigging rumours you hear over
every year, innit?
Every year.
You knew that one was blagged because instantly it had Liverpool at home, and they've requested to be away, haven't they?
Against Luton, who also can't play at their ground while they're sorting out.
Anything for someone's garden.
Putting some toilets in or something.
Quite kind, I think, like you mentioned, Dave. We're not it's not like we're playing any of the top elite clubs on the bounce, are we?
No.
Barely. The Newcastle and Chelsea, I suppose, at one point. But
yeah, I mean, we played Newcastle midweek again. Twice.
Again.
They're obviously looking for some sort of thriller from Everton. Yeah. More like horror from Everton. But it's also the last six.
I'm not like normal boys. That's what it says.
The last 6 games, it goes from Chelsea, and then it's like Sheffield United, Luton, Notts Forest, Last game of the season was Arsenal away.
Arsenal away, yeah.
But the last home game was, I forget who it was now.
I'll get them up now.
It might have been Luton, actually.
Arsenal away, I know people dreading that. Well, I'm hoping we're not in that position.
Yeah.
And we were 2 years ago, it was Arsenal away the last game.
And we were safe.
Yeah, we were safe, yeah.
But I think looking at that though, that's been set up for Sky, that they're looking at a proper run-in of death again.
Probably.
You know what I mean? It's probably been set up that way to look at it.
The last home game is Sheffield United.
Yeah. So there you go. It's going to be a team that are going to be in the lower half of the league.
Yeah. So it starts off. First away game's Villa. We played Villa quite early on last season, because that was the heat wave day.
Be Fulham. Be Villa on the Friday. We go top.
Every time that happens, remember every time. The last time was Villa away, wasn't it? Remember we did a live stream of yours after it?
Be Villa, we go top.
That's it.
All week.
Yeah, I mean, the first derby of the season is October the 21st at Anfield, which is normally the first one.
It makes a change, because it's usually the way now. I prefer it like that. I prefer the Goodison derby to be later in the season.
See, Liverpool got Wolves at home last game of the season, the third season on the bounce.
Yeah.
What are the odds? Did you see that tweet?
The supercomputer doing its fucking hard work.
Yeah, Skynet. Did you see that tweet where someone said, no, surely we can't get Wolves at home for the third consecutive season in a row. What the Premier League saying, it's Barry off EastEnders, isn't it? Which is, it never gets old, that for me.
The Premier League, hold me pint.
Oh, definitely.
What else have we got?
December's pretty chocolate, but December's always chocolate for everyone.
Yeah.
So there's 7 games, but then there's a 2-week break.
Yeah, that's the international week or the first week of FA Cup round.
I would imagine, I was just about to say, it's not really a 2-week break because the FA Cup games will be on.
So then January, you've got the African Cup of Nations, so you're likely to lose Ghana, and it won't be during that period. The 2 weeks then probably helps a little bit with that break.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Only 2 games in January. Is Villa at home and Fulham away.
So it's like starting the season again.
Yeah, and then the correspondence derby is the day before St. Patrick's Day on the 16th. Because Barney said that what a weekend that is. It's the Gold Cup racing, then it's the derby, then it's Paddy's Day, so then it's Monday's definitely getting booked off work, isn't it? Yeah. Anyone from our works in, just make a note of that now, because I'm off
Paul's sick. What else we got?
Like you said, Newcastle away.
City on Boxing Day, and then is it Wolves?
Wolves away on the 30th of New Year's Day, but...
It's not a bad fixture pile up. There's no like shit. That's a month that's going to kill us. I mean, December, as you know, is always going to be chocker, but it doesn't seem as heavy as last season when we had to play Man City, Chelsea, Spurs. I think it was, and then we had a little break. Then we played the shite or something daft like that. It was just like a mad run of fixtures where it was like, this is impossible for most teams to get out of.
It was. Once we played Arsenal and it was Liverpool, it was the derby. It was Dyche's first 2 games, which was...
That's what I mean, but I think prior to that, we'd lost however many games on the spin as well, from United onwards and stuff like that. Looking at the season there, I'm quietly confident that there's not enough in there. I mean, obviously we know all the teams, but do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not a month where it's going to absolutely kill us. And we're going to be chasing the game for the next month. No, you know what I mean? That month has set us back. It's like, well, actually, there's winnable games in each month.
Yeah.
That this team now, as you know, if you look at the fixtures under Dyche this season since he took over, if we'd have had the full season, we'd probably finish in mid-table, probably looking around the 13th, 14th position finish.
Oh, I love that.
And you'd absolutely snap your hands off, wouldn't you? If you told me that.
I want to be playing with 10 games to go with nothing to play for.
Yeah, and
what we used to moan about, remember?
Flip-flops on in March.
That's the call, yeah. But I suppose, in other news, there's no news about Bill, despite... This is what's boss about Everton's board. They set themselves a deadline.
Why kick yourself in the ass?
Why not just not set a deadline? Why not just say in the coming days? Or not saying in a row?
I'm not saying it's up. There will be an announcement from the chairman in due course.
Now, there's 1 or 2 ways to look at this, because I know people are reporting, a lot of media outlets started reporting what the ESC was saying. He's just guessing, by the way. I think his assumption was that maybe they're doing some sort of legal things, and I was like, well, imagine that they'd already have that in the process, and maybe, I thought, is Ken Wright not going on that day because he wants a day for himself or something?
This is Everton.
Yeah, this is Everton. Things don't get done overnight.
Things aren't sorted that quickly, you know what I mean?
I think Paul Joyce was reporting as well that apparently Bill has offered his resignation and Mercedes is trying to talk him out of it. Now, surely that can't be true, because if
that's the case,
then Mercedes lost his mind.
Then Mercedes needs to go as well. He does anyway.
Read the room, mate. Yeah. Read the room. If even Bill can go, you know what? It's untenable. I've got to go. And if he can see that, at least, I know that must be a big bit of pill for him to swallow, but if Mercedes trying to talk him out of it, why?
Yeah.
Unless he's... The only logical thing I could think of was like, Mercedes like, if I don't have that battering ram, this shield here no more, they're all going to go to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's either that or it's like, Bill, actually, I don't know what I'm doing.
I think we know that.
I'm literally just throwing money and hoping something sticks here. Yeah. And that is literally my input in the whole thing. And I think that could be something to do with how Mercedes feels about it. It's like, well, listen, like you say, I need a scapegoat. I need a human shield. You're absolutely right with it. It's got to be something as crazy as that, because it can't be anything else.
All I know is that, like, I was on standby yesterday because I've got a few days off work. I was on standby in the Falcon, watching Sky Sports News and having a Guinness. Like, just going...
48 hours are up.
48 hours are up. What's going on? You know, like, and then I thought, well done, Everton. It's like Everton going, ah!
We're only messing.
Yeah, we got used to it, you know.
We are talking April.
Getting trolled by Everton again.
April, May, June, and July through, yeah. You know.
Do you reckon Ken Knight and Mercedes were like that, putting each other in headlocks, going, we got him again?
Let's see what else they'll do. But there's been another...
breaking news, or what's this?
No, there's been another poster from another announcement from the Altogether Now group, basically saying it's a letter to Farhad Mercedes saying, listen, mate, long story short here, pull your fucking finger out, sort this out now. You've given the fans not hope, but you've given them a deadline. Christ, if I missed a deadline like that, I'd be fit to burn in my place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See reports and stuff, like quarterly and stuff. Yeah, it's just baffling, isn't it? But I did like
they must not do KPIs.
KPIs, I hate them. Yeah, I do them as well, yeah.
Bill's probably looking, I have my KPIs. I wrote the book on them. But you know what I mean? No, he doesn't have them at all. And you've got to start, I think that's what they've got to start doing. They've got to start having if this new company, new group does come in, either makes an investment or whatever, and there's a new board or there's new directors and whatever, it's root and branch, fucking kick it in the arse and start again sort of thing. And they literally have to go from scratch and go, what the fuck is this? What is this mess that we've been left with? And they're gonna have to deal with that before anything actually worthwhile happens to everyone.
Silence.
No chance.
Well, unless it's freeze, maybe. But I mean, I like what they said in that statement where it was like, you've now left us with basically buddles. You know what I mean? No leadership. Because who's the new chief executive? Who's the new head of finance? How are we going to replace Sharpie doing nothing on the board? Well, it's just, surely they must have something in place. You're not going to get rid of them without, I don't know whether it's MSP who are coming in, because they're probably going to, if they're investing so much money over so many years, they're going to get a few places on the board. But, it's weird. It's strange. If you're going to do it, I've everything in place.
It's like rats deserting a sinking ship, isn't it? They've just gone, right, okay, see you later, you deal with it.
But it did have to change, and like we were happy to see. Well, you know what? I mean, I don't know about Grant Ingles, but if he's near the finance, there's obviously something not right.
Especially with what you were saying before, where the tax thing, yeah, on the loans or something like that. And if he's just left it and gone, you know what, here's the login, see you later, sort of thing, and he's just gone, here's the login to the bank details, see you later.
I could be wrong here, but I think Mark mentioned it on a different chat group one where he just said, if it is down to tax due to a loan on the ground, that's not still financial fair play.
No.
So if those clubs are like, it's all the relegated teams like, oh look, we've got that, let's blame someone else. No, it's come on.
Leicester, I'm trying to figure out why Leicester they've got a leg to stand on when they've literally we stayed in the league above them by 30 minutes. It's not like we were fucking 6 points or 9 points ahead of them. We won back. We were a point ahead or something stupid.
And aren't Leicester also under restrictions where they can't spend so much money? And Wolves. I don't know if Wolves included.
But Leeds are trying to blame Everton, and they had 3 fucking managers.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Weird cunts. Leeds are going on the list. Leeds on the list.
Leeds on the list.
Fucking Allardyce as well. Prick.
He's on it.
He can go back on it.
So also as well with that, it's like. If Everton had got relegated, it would have been down to us. Do you know what I mean?
Well, if we'd have got relegated, would they have sued us?
No.
Would they? No, did they just go? No, exactly.
Well, there was I think I was listening to TalkSport. I was laughing my head off from work one day when it was a Leicester fan phone up going. He obviously not watched the Everton game. He's going, "Oh, my bloody through the game. They didn't even try." And I was like, "What game was he watching? Leeds United, congratulations. You can add on to your honours list. You're on the list. And Big Sam.
Big Sam's back on. Back on there. Frick.
Living in a gangster's Allardyce.
He's a fucking gangster.
I've spelled Allardyce.
I'm
just going to put all gravy.
Gravy. There you go. Yeah. Go ahead then, let's wrap it up. So
now says Sam, all gravy.
Sam, all gravy. Right, so in wrapping it up, fixtures are out, don't look too bad. Don't be too disheartened, Evertonians. Bill, go, just leave, just walk. 48 hours are up.
Don't listen to Machete.
What are we on? 72 hours now, even that, 3 days. It's one of them, it's 5 o'clock, Friday email. Drop an email.
We should get one of them countdowns that Sky Sports News have, don't we? Except we don't know the deadline right now.
One of them counting up ones is, has Bill left yet?
Yeah.
Financial fair play and everything else. Swing it. And Tom Davis is apparently having crunch talks over staying at the club.
Oh no, not Tom.
Not Tom.
Oh, can't lose Tom. Not really not against him, to be fair, but he's not. It's time to move on. If you've got some professional pride, if you're him, move on. Do you want John Joe Kenny to turn the deal down? I'd respect that. Yeah. And go, no, I'd rather go out and play and not.
Go mooch off in Germany, mate. I bet you John Joe Kenny's having the time of his life.
It's loads of posh little places you can go and skateboard on and stuff.
Exactly. As well. Of course it is.
Europeans, like the Eastern Europeans, are they Eastern Europe? No, that's more.
No, Central Europe, mate.
The Europeans dress weird as well, don't they? You know, not that he dresses weird, but, you know. I mean, I suppose I'm wearing the Street Fighter shirt.
I'm wearing a Columbia footy shirt, so in Kirby. Yeah. Go ahead. Up the fucking toffees.
Alan Chong.
See you in a bit. Thanks, Steve.
Cheers, Steve.